Inside 5 minutes to the start of Heat 2A for our Grand Prix Hydroplanes presented by Reliable Diamond Tool. First boat away from the dock. Going to be Kevin Egret. Kevin Egret coming out in the Advantage Pest Control GP12. Kevin's got to clean out that motor, and I think he just did. Okay, it did not sound good coming away from the dock, but I think he cleaned it out. Everything should be good. In the meantime, both boats out on the race course. Jeff Bernard, second boat away from the dock. Now the first boat down the front straightaway.
First boat driven by Jeff Bernard. You know, he has won many times already this weekend, but he's got some fierce competition out there. That'd be Kevin Egret in the Shell Ice race boat. In the number 12, you and me, we're going to be cheering which one on? I think, as a Washingtonian, as a Seattle Seahawks fan, I'm going for the number 12.
Well, I would think you would root for the number 12. You've been interviewing Jeff Bernard about every hour on the hour. He's had a good weekend so far. He's been a busy guy driving a couple of different classes, and he has been very successful at it so far this weekend. He'd love to win again because this Heat 2A is presented for Bayfair by Reliable Diamond Tool. The GP9 sponsored this weekend by Ready Tool, the acronym for Reliable Diamond Tool.
Well, just a little bit ago, I was walking by their VIP pits over there. They are having a blast down there at the Reliable Diamond Tool. And, you know, Jeff Bernard has done a great job of representing them. And they come across the backstretch, giving all of our fans a great photo opportunity. Both boats coming by to give you a photo opportunity. Make sure you take a picture and throw it on your Facebook. Tell everybody where you are at. Tomorrow, we'll be back here for more racing. Bring your friends, bring your neighbors, bring your family. Come on back down. We got one more day of racing. And, of course, Brad Luce is back out on the water. It's going to be the number 12 at the Apex.
2:30 till the start, 2:30. Kevin Egret, the first boat through the corner, the bright yellow boat, then we got a bright orange boat. It's not going to be hard to tell these two apart. Kevin Egret off the exit pin. Jeff just laying right behind him as we approach 2:15 to the start, 2:15 to the start. Heat 2A presented for Bayfair by Reliable Diamond Tool.
Speeds at over 150 miles per hour here in our Grand Prix. A little bit smaller than our H1 boats, but they are still a lot of fun to watch. These drivers have been racing in these classes for many, many years. So we're going to see some great racing as they make their way across the start-finish line. And we are 1 minute and 54 seconds to the start.
And I think our boats are going to go all the way down. It's going to be interesting if Jeff does anything fancy here, trailing Kevin Egret into the lower corner. I don't think he will.
Both of these drivers are from the Pacific Northwest up in the Seattle, Washington area. We are loving this weather down here, but as you can tell, fans, they are running a little bit different course than our H1s. They're running a smaller course. They'll go across the start-finish line and immediately turn left. There is not much of a straightaway after that start-finish line.
No, there is not. And Kevin Egret might be a little bit early here. We still have 1 minute 15 seconds to the start, and in fact, he is going to go across. I think he had the same thought. I'm here too early. And he's going to have to jump across the race course. Jeff Bernard was in much better position. Now, Kevin's going to have to put his foot into it. 2 seconds, 1 second, mark, 1 minute. 1 minute to the start. Watch Kevin. He's got to go all the way around the race course right now. So he's down there at the lower end, and he is going to come up behind Jeff Bernard. Looking at the watch now, 50 seconds until the start. What do you got, Kay?
That might be a costly or it might be an effective mood, because look at how Jeff Bernard is low on power, and look at the speed that's coming up very quickly to Jeff Bernard. So we're going to have to wait and see. That may have been a driver's strategy, trying to see if he could pull Jeff over the line. Here comes Egret.
Egret's now pulled his foot a little bit, so he is definitely liking where he is. He's got more power than Jeff. Now, is he going to go in or out? Looking from here like he's going to go he's going to go inside, I think. Yes, he is. All right, they're off the exit pin with 12 seconds. And they're going to come down to the line. It is going to be Bernard on the outside with the foot in the firewall first. He's got about 4 boat lengths as they come to the line with 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 mark. And we are racing here in Heat 2A. presented for San Diego Bayfair by Reliable Diamond Tool. Down at the lower end of the race course, Jeff Bernard on the outside. The start is good and clean, but it is Egret with the lane position. Give him some room, Jeff. Oh, he gave him lots of room. Driving him clean, as we say, Kay, but he also gave up some real estate. Egret is not going to go away in lane number 1.
Jeff Bernard opened the door, and Kevin Egret decided to let himself on the inside, but here comes Jeff Bernard. He must keep that lane open, and it looks like Egret is able to hold on that inside, cannot come across the start or across, take his lane until there's one rooster tail. Egret is hammering it down. He does not want to lose that rooster tail advantage.
I am telling you what, the straightaway speed that Jeff Bernard is demonstrating in that GP79, the Miss Ready To, is awesome. He comes off the exit pin, he puts his foot in it, and the boat really responds. Now he's opened up almost a 2 rooster tail lead. Jeff Bernard, can anybody solve the Jeff Bernard issue here in the Grand Prix America class presented by Knighton Industries? Up the backstretch, Jeff Bernard driving the GP79. Bad influence. I like that. Ready To, Jeff Bernard. It's starting to look like you're going to have to go down and have another conversation with him, Kay.
I'm thinking I am, but you know what? Like you said, this race is not over until that checkered flag goes to Jeff Bernard. And then we watch. Keep an eye on these drivers as they go down that front stretch. Brad Lewis, I'm not sure if you're watching this, but the rooster tail, watch. Right about this point, when they hit that start-finish line, there must be a couple rollers. There they are. See how that boat starts to get really loose going down the front stretch?
They're picking up some definite attitude out of the boat as they cross start finish line. But we are on lap number 3 now, and look at the water that Jeff Bernard has put between himself and a good friend of his, Kevin Egret. These guys have squared off many times. They're doing it one more time, but the squaring off part isn't really happening right now because the shouting's pretty much over in this one. Bernard's just got to negotiate the SeaWorld turn one more time. It is entrance pin. And he will get to the apex buoy. That's the center buoy at the upper end of the race course. Now he goes around buoy number 4. These are 5 buoy corners, exit pin. And here comes Jeff Bernard. He'll look to the right. He'll look for the checkered flag, Kay Brewer. In any form of motorsports racing, the checkered flag is always the goal.
That is victory. That is podium finish. He has done a great job this year in the 2021 Jeff Bernard for the bad influence. And you can hear them down there in the pits. They are hooting and hollering as Jeff Bernard raised that checkered flag for him.
Kevin Egret comes across start-finish line as well. 2 boats started, 2 boats finished. Jeff Bernard victorious once again. Not that they weren't already, but if they were not prior to, our Kay Brewer and Jeff Bernard would be on a first-name basis now. We've been talking all weekend.
I've known the kid since he was like 5, and then when he started racing J-Stock Hydro, I was out there watching him race J-Stock Hydro up in the Pacific North. I've known him for quite some time. So Jeff Bernard, I'm going to have a conversation with you and your 2 young daughters because I know they're sitting there at the dock waiting, along with wife Christabel.
Jeff's going to be first back to the dock here in the GP79. Kevin Egret coming up right behind him. Couple of good-looking Grand Prix America hydroplanes. Kevin thinks it's getting a little warm in there. He's already popped the lid on the 12. while our Kay Brewer finds her way down to the dock to have a conversation with Jeff Bernard, winner of that previous heat. Fans, you can get the inside scoop by following San Diego Bayfair on Facebook and on Twitter at SD_Bayfair. Also, check us out on Instagram and be sure and tag your posts with Bayfair. San Diego Bayfair would also like to thank Ahern Rentals. Ahern Rentals is your first choice in equipment rental. Family owned for more than 50 years. Quality equipment and servicing all of Southern California. When your needs call for rental needs, Ahern Rentals is the place to call. A big thank you to the San Diego Parks and Recreation Department. Please help them this weekend and take good care of Mission Bay Park, the finest aquatic park in the nation. San Diego Parks and Recreation make good things happen so we all can enjoy the park. Thank you to the San Diego Parks and Recreation Department. Janelle Engineering. Janelle Engineering would like to congratulate San Diego Bayfair and especially honors our military members for their service. At Janelle Engineering, we build, service, repair, and upgrade fuel facilities. Welcome fans to the 2021 San Diego Bayfair.
All right, Brad. I had to dig him out of that boat because he's having way too much fun with his victory wins. Jeff Bernard, we talked about this just a couple minutes ago. This is your first year in this boat, but you're doing wonderful. You make it look like you've been driving this boat since you were about, 9 years old.
Yeah, well, it's because of all those guys. The crew guys give me an awesome boat. Like I said earlier, we made changes all year long, and we finally got it perfect. Now we can play with the tune on it. Running a little fat and conservative right now, so we got room to play on leaning it out and saving some for the final heat. So far we're looking good. 2 wins. Try to put us in lane 1 in the final is our goal.
Well, 2021, you are now the 2021 High Point champions. You have that in the books. There is no way anybody can come up to you. Let's reminisce 2021. Tell us about your most memorable victory that you have had in this boat with this team.
Well, we won Tri-Cities. Unfortunately, our competitors had a bunch of bad luck. Greg had some bad luck in the finals, so it was only a 2-boat final heat, unfortunately, but Madison and Owensboro, we had some of the top GP teams from another series, the HRL League up in Canada, who is they all come with top-notch equipment fast. And we were able to pull a second out of Madison, led half a lap there, led the whole heat and final heat in Owensboro, our last race, with about a half lap to go, and Landry Cave got us for the win. We're still fighting boat issues. I wish what we have right now we could have taken back and redo that final heat, because I think we would have been able to pull it off. But Madison, even though we didn't win Madison and Owensboro memorable, Madison was my first race in it, and to come out second, we nailed the start. Had horrible boat handling issues there and still pulled out a second. Owensboro, we were a lot closer, but right now I can't wait till next year. The thing is handling really good. We still have a lot more. We're not running hard right now. We're just trying to keep getting the points to put us in position to get lane 1 in the final.
Well, you talk about Owensboro, that's Kentucky. Madison, that's Indiana. We're down here in San Diego, California. You have taken this boat and this crew all across the states. They have worked so hard, and you have just rewarded them with another victory.
Yeah, the owners are from Massachusetts. The boat stays in Detroit. So he's crisscrossed the country. They were in Tri-Cities a couple times this year. That's all my Uncle Mike. He's a crew chief, one-man band when both of us in Michigan, because we're all from Washington, Massachusetts, New York area. So he pretty much takes care of the boat in between races, comes here, and then the guys help him anything that he didn't get done. Everybody's working together. We got a lot of new guys this year on the team, and I'm new on the team. So thanks again to Mike and Julie Grindell and our sponsors, Reliable Diamond Tool, RSTZ Transport. Couldn't do it without them.
All right, well, congratulations once again. Jeff Bernard takes another checkered flag, another victory, and he is now the 2021 Grand Prix High Point champion.